All right, y'all. So let me just give you a backstory to all this, okay? So I was on YouTube. I ran across a video that was speaking about Joseph and what transpired, okay? And pretty much what I got from it was that be careful how you treat people because you never know who you're going to need. Well, I happened to be watching this guy on TikTok, and he gives a great word, and he started talking about it too. But what he got from it was be careful what you tell people, because sometimes people are not as happy for you as they seem to be, and the hate that they may have for you may compound because you are sharing too much and they see that you are blessed. Okay, so that's what he got from it. So I was like, you know what, that's twice that I've ran across this same story, so let me go read it for myself. And that's what I did. So this is what I got from it. I pretty much got the same two things from it, but I got a little bit more from it. Okay, so I see that Joseph was favored by his father. Okay, his brothers did not like that, so they hated him for that. Joseph ended up having a dream, and he pretty much was telling them, like, y'all pretty much going to be bowing down to me. I had a dream that y'all were bowing down to me. They didn't like that. So the hate they had for him is like it compounded. They did not like that, yeah. So eventually they sold him for 20 pieces of silver. Okay. And listen, let me say this right quick to y'all. I'm going to be paraphrasing, so I'm going to put my spin on it. Okay. So they sold him for 20 pieces of silver. Okay. He was then, he then became a servant to a captain. Okay, this captain, he was a captain over the guards for Pharaoh. Okay, so yeah, so he was sold, and pretty much when he went there, it was just something about Joseph. Even though he was a servant, he had favor with them. Okay, so they made him overseer of the house. Okay, so one day, the captain's wife was trying to come on to him. He refused her, so she made up a lie, and they threw him in jail. Okay, he happened to be in jail with two people. I think one was a butcher, and I can't remember what the other one was. Well, both of them had dreams, and he interpreted their dreams for them. Okay, and so yeah, so he told one, you're gonna get your job back in the kitchen, and he told the other one that you are going to be hung. And it came to pass. Okay, so lo and behold, Pharaoh ended up having two dreams. Okay, so pretty much the dream was about, I think it was like he may have had some type of cattle, and the weak cattle end up eating the cattle that was good and full, but they were still hungry. And he had another dream similar to that. Okay, and he was looking for people everywhere to interpret his dream for him. Okay, and nobody came through pretty much. Okay, so the butcher ended up saying, how could I forget? I forgot they had this guy in prison, and he interpreted my dream for me and the other guy's dream, and it came to pass. So Pharaoh sent for Joseph, and Joseph got all spiffy, y'all. He got all cleaned up, you know what I'm saying? He was going to see the king. So pretty much he interpreted the dream for Pharaoh, pretty much stating that you're going to have like 7 years, I'm sorry, y'all. You're going to have like 7 years, like where the food is going to be plentiful, and then it's going to be a drought. So Pharaoh was so excited about that, that somebody interpreted his dreams, and it kept them from pretty much having to starve. And it came to pass. That is exactly what happened. So what they did was they stored food up so they can have enough for the drought. So let me go back a little bit. So he ended up making Joseph like overseer, like ruler of the land. He made him ruler of the land, and he decked him out. He gave him a chain. He gave him some rings. I mean, he had him fresh, y'all. So listen, so just so happened it came to pass, like I stated, and yeah, the drought came, and people were coming from other places to buy food from them. So lo and behold, guess who came to buy food? The same people, his brothers, who sold him for 20 pieces of silver. Now, They didn't know it was him, but he recognized them. Okay. And so he pretty much, he didn't tell them nothing right away. So eventually he did tell them, and pretty much he kind of stopped them before they even got a chance to apologize and say, listen, don't even worry about it. I don't even care about that. Like, pretty much he was telling them God allowed it to happen, and it worked in my favor. Okay, so he pretty like, you don't even have to apologize, okay, because you did me a favor. And sometimes we have to thank people. They think they are hurting us, but at the same time they're doing us a favor. Okay, so yeah, so that's what transpired. So pretty much he just told them, listen, go back home and get all your family, get everybody and bring them over here, you know. And pretty much it was just Mary. Okay, so during that time, like I stated, they had food stored up. So you had people who were going there to buy food from him. Okay, and then when they ran out of money, they traded their cattle for food. Okay, and then when they ran out of cattle, they started to sell their land, trade their land, shall I say, for food. Okay, except I think it was like 2 priests who was like, nah, I don't want your food, you can keep it, and I'm going to keep my land. So to me, I took that as them, they probably had food stored up themselves. Okay, and I'm getting somewhere with this, y'all. So yeah, so pretty much that's what happened. So to go back to what I was saying originally, is that in this story, what I got from it is be careful how you treat people, because you never know who you're going to need. Just like his brothers had to come back to him, you know, they sold him and he was the very same person that they needed. Okay. And just like the guy said, he said, be careful what you tell people, because sometimes people are not happy for you. You know, if they already hate you, all that's doing is making them hate you even more. So we have to be careful who we share our secrets with. You know, if you open up a business, whatever you're doing, you make sure you keep that to yourself until it's up and off the ground. Whatever you're doing, that's big. You know, keep it to yourself, because not everybody is happy for you. Okay. Now, what I personally got from it is that when stuff is plentiful, you save it. When you have money, save your money. Okay. Because if you don't save your money, you are going to become a servant to others. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to become a servant to others. You see how that guy had to buy the food from him because he didn't save in a rainy season. Okay. Then he had to come back and trade cattle, you know, for food because he didn't save for a rainy season. Then he had to come back and sell his land because he didn't save up for a rainy season. You get what I'm saying? So you apply that to your life. When you don't save up for a rainy day, it makes you servants of others. And then we want to get here and we want to start saying, oh, this person acting different, this person acting different. And maybe they are. But that's something you have to let God handle. But at the same time, we wouldn't have to say that if we save up our money. We wouldn't have to be servants to others. Now, let's go back and talk about the 2 priests. They was like, oh, no, I don't want your food. I'm not going to eat it, you know, and I'm going to keep my land. To me, like I stated, they probably already had food stored up. So you don't catch people like that who save up for a rainy day having to be a servant to others. Okay. So I got a lot from this chapter of this book. I really got a lot from it. I hope it helps someone. Listen, we're going to help somebody today, y'all. Y'all be blessed.